Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And I'm Jay.
And we have some news updates from around the land of smiles for you today from the Tiger this Wednesday, July 24th.
Hooray.
Excuse me. First things first, though, a word from our sponsor, Novotel. Discover Novotel Marina Sriracha and Kosichang with our exclusive Stay 2 Pay 1 offer. Enjoy 2 nights for the price of 1 or book 2 rooms and pay for just 1. Available Sundays to Tuesdays with breakfast included. Book now for stays until October 31st, 2024. And now we'll get into our first story of the day. Thailand. It's been the big controversy around the land of smiles. Cannabis laws. What's going on? What's going to happen? Well, it seems like the government has flip-flopped once again on their stance on the issue. That's right. Thailand's cannabis laws face another twist as Deputy Prime Minister Anutin pushes for legislation to legalize marijuana for medical use. This shift contradicts recent recriminalization proposals, creating confusion. Initially, Thailand decriminalized marijuana in June 2022, leading to a surge in recreational use. Anutin's party supports regulation for health and economic benefits, not recreation. Despite the boom in the cannabis sector, the government aims to regulate its use strictly for medical purposes. New regulations may take effect from January 2025, banning unlicensed possession and sale of high THC cannabis parts. Anybody who's consuming should stay updated on this news because it seems like things are changing pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There's some infighting. This was originally Sreta Thavisin was in favor of putting it back on the narcotics list. Nutin, leader of the Bumjai Thai Party, has been opposed to that openly and vocally. So within the coalition government, there is infighting on this. And now it seems like we're going to be heading towards a more regulated medical system rather than just rescheduling it altogether.
Well, look, the former health minister can say what he wants. However, the prime minister and I guess the party with the power are the people who get to really decide what's actually going to happen. And obviously, it's going to go through an approval process and the cabinet has to vote on it, but it might just be someone trying to make noise.
Yeah, they haven't. There's no proposals yet. Like, am I good, Tan? By the way, yeah. All right, cool. But no, there haven't been any proposals yet about what this regulation will look like. So they're expecting there to be competing proposals hitting the parliament soon, and then we'll see one of those sort of bubble to the top. Now, I imagine here's my vision, my prediction. We might end up going to a medical card system, and this has happened in pretty much everywhere. Like, it's kind of like the first step before you go recreational is to have the medical card system, which is kind of a joke, okay, at least where I've seen it implemented. You go to the doctor, you tell him, oh, I feel anxiety or I can't sleep or whatever.
Glaucoma.
Right, glaucoma. Exactly, a classic. Whatever it is, it's very easy to get the medical card, and then it's very easy to consume.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I can see this affecting is tourists who might not want to have to go through that process. Although, I'll tell you, I did it in California, went to a doctor, took me 15 minutes. It was this really old guy who was clearly in gambling debt.
Oh, no.
But he was just signing away, and it was just like a cannabis card farm.
Yeah.
So I imagine that that's what we'll see. Well, anyways, that'll do it for that story.
Anyways,
you ready for our next one?
Yeah, let's move on to our next story. Quite a shocking story, actually. A Chinese man has died after falling off a BART bus in Pattaya. A Chinese man, Chi Fai Lam, died after falling from a BART bus in Pattaya. The driver, Tong Chai Tong Leung, denied knowing about the incident despite witnesses shouting for him to stop. Security footage showed Tong Chai speeding away after the man fell. Locals condemned Tong Chai's behavior and he was later questioned by police. Tong Chai claimed he was unaware of the man falling and did not see him board the bus. The police have not disclosed the next steps in their investigation or potential legal actions against Tong Chai.
Shocking stuff, man. Like, and this is one of the things that comes back to Thailand and safety regulations and things like that. Those BART buses, you're not strapped in or anything like that.
Look, a lot of this is speculation. Obviously, we're going to let the police do their investigation, but those buses sometimes get crowded as well. And a lot of people like to hang off it. Like just at the end, they're just standing at the end and just hanging off it because they just want to get to the location.
Yeah.
And, oftentimes the driver can't even really see what's going on behind. So there might be possibly a point here, but I guess if everyone's shouting, maybe you should stop, or it's Pattaya and he thought that there's like a rave going on, but something's gone wrong here. I think we're going to have to wait for more to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know. I just think those bot buses, they're great, right? It's a cheap way to get around. And, you know, they're basically just going in circles
Yeah.
in that area. So they're going slowly. They're not like breaking the speed limits or anything like that, typically, at least in my experiences. So this does feel like more of like just a sort of a freak incident. But it is tragic. No matter what, a man lost his life. And it's important to be aware that it's still a moving vehicle and you need to, you know, be secure if you're going to be using that mode of transportation.
Yeah.
Sad stuff.
All right.
Well, anyways, it's not the only sad story that we have dealing with driving as well. Police have misinterpreted a stroke as a man's drunken driving instead, and this has led to his death. Now, a Thai man, Krit, died from a stroke after crashing multiple times in Bangkok, initially accused of drunk driving by police, delaying his treatment. Krit's girlfriend, Manao, revealed he had stroke symptoms and called her for help. Despite her warnings, police detained Krit for nearly 2 hours without medical assistance. Krit was eventually taken to the hospital, but it was too late, and he died 3 days later. Manao and a non-profit organization, Samai Survive, blame police negligence and seek accountability. The police have not yet responded to the accusations. I mean, that's a tough one for the police, especially this guy was kind of younger as well, and that would be the initial reaction from police. This guy's crashed multiple times, and he keeps crashing into cars. That feels like drunk driving, so you can kind of understand.
And it's a very common occurrence here, like speeding and driving while drunk driving is shockingly quite high in Thailand. And how often does a story like this happen where, you know, the person actually had a legitimate health problem or stroke while driving? So it's easy to judge.
Yeah, it's important though to, like, this is another aspect where police need to be also trained as first responders.
Yeah.
To be able to look for those signs and understand the difference. Like, hey, if he's drunk driving, you should probably be able to smell the booze on him.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if he doesn't smell like booze, but he's still slurring his words and acting strange, all right, there's probably something else going on. So, I don't know, maybe some retraining of the police to be able to better handle those peculiar situations could be good, but all around another just feels tragic and freak. So heart goes out to the family of our poor victim here.
Yeah. We're going to move on to our next story, where a teen was attacked by his neighbor after unfriending on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've all been unfriended on Facebook, but this teenager took it to a whole new level when a 14-year-old girl in Thailand was assaulted by a neighbor after unfriending them on Facebook. The neighbor, previously aggressive over kratom juice sales, stormed into the girl's home and attacked her. The family, facing ongoing threats, sought help from activist Kanchom Palang. The incident was reported to Bang Pli police station, with police promising full cooperation and increased patrols for the girl's safety. The perpetrator, identified and with a history of drug offenses, filmed the assault and shared it publicly. Legal actions are underway, with the severity of charges pending medical assessment of the girl's injuries. Who knew that you're going to have to... You can't even get rid of a person on their social presence.
Yeah, I mean, that's insane to me. And this also raises the question about, like, you know, children and their online presence, right? When is the right age to be starting up your social media, to be starting to engage in that? And then, as a parent, it's also important to know, who are they engaging with on social media? This was a neighbor, so it was somebody known to the family who was hopped up on kratom. That's never a good combination. And then being unfriended, probably because of his own creepy behavior in some kind of way. You know, this girl deserves better. She's going to be traumatized by this for a long time.
Every now and then you see like a funny sketch or a funny song in life, and then sooner or later that becomes reality. About 10 years ago, there was a song that came out by a band called Knife Party called "You Blocked Me on Facebook and Now You're Going to Die."
Yeah, I love that song.
And people actually are willing to do that.
Oh, I know. It's insane what people are driven to from social media. And also, you know, the internet just connects people to all sorts of, like, validation for their crazy thoughts as well.
Yeah, that's the biggest form of diss that you can do to someone now. It's like, oh my God, he stopped following me on Instagram.
Blocked.
Oh, whoa.
Blocked. Yeah.
It becomes world news sometimes.
I've been blocked. I've blocked myself. I've been on both sides of it. I've never felt the need to go out and assault anybody. So I feel like this guy needs to face some punishment for his crimes and maybe clean up off the kratom as well. A little too hyped up. Well, anyways, got some unfortunate news also involving teenagers on the next one. Apparently syphilis. The classic STD is making a comeback here in Thailand as the cases have tripled amongst Thai teens and fivefold amongst pregnant women.
Okay.
Ugh. So the Department of Disease Control, or DDC, in Thailand reported a sharp rise in sexually transmitted diseases, particularly syphilis. Cases among teenagers have tripled, and among pregnant women, they have increased more than 5 times. The incidences of syphilis in Thailand doubled from 2018 to 2023, with significant increases noted this year. Now, DDC spokesperson Widarat highlighted the risk of contracting HIV and stressed the importance of using condoms, regular blood tests, and early prenatal care for pregnant women to prevent transmission. The rise points to increased unsafe sexual activity among Thai people.
Kids, this is a public PSA for all of you out there. Don't have sex or you will die. But if you do choose to have sex, please use condoms.
Use a condom.
Yeah.
Was that from Mean Girls? I'm pretty sure that was. Yeah, it's nice. Good reference, dude. Love it. Pretty unfortunate stuff. You know, it's funny to see that increase go up during the COVID years, too, where it's like, hey, weren't you all supposed to be inside? Not doing that. Spreading other kinds of diseases now, apparently, too. Wrap it up, everybody. All right. Be careful.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's now time to get some weather story from your favorite weather boy as Thailand braces for heavy rain amid monsoon and storm warnings. Now, the Thai Meteorological Department of Thailand has issued a warning for heavy rain over the next 10 days due to a strong monsoon and approaching tropical storm. From July 23rd to 27th, rain will slightly decrease but persist in monsoon-affected areas like Ranong, Phang Nga, Phuket, Chanthaburi, and Trat. From July 28th to August 1st, rainfall will increase again due to the strengthening of the monsoon and a low-pressure system over northern Thailand. 2 tropical storms, Gaimi and Prapirun, are present but not expected to directly impact Thailand. Residents should stay updated with TMD forecasts and exercise caution. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the year. Monsoon's out. It's going to be flooding. Everything's going to be disrupted. Stay dry. Stay safe. Depending on the location you're living, guys, be prepared.
Yeah, it's classic. I mean, we see it every year, and the infrastructure is still always struggling to keep up with it. It's tough. And it's affecting the greater region, too. Like, Taiwan's being railed by one of those typhoons as well right now. Bring your raincoats, bring your umbrellas, and your weather boots. Weather boots? I don't know. Is that a thing? Rain boots. All right, there it is.
Yeah. Wellingtons?
Is that what they're?
That's what they're called.
The brands? Oh, yeah. Anyways, that'll do it for our stories from around Thailand.
Yes.
We are off to our ASEAN section of the news. And our first story will take us over to Cambodia, where 14 Indians who had been duped into becoming cyber criminals have been rescued. That's right, 14 Indians were rescued from cybercrime operations in Cambodia, facilitated by leads provided by the Indian Embassy. The embassy has successfully aided in the rescue and repatriation of over 650 Indian citizens trapped in job scams. The recent victims are being cared for by an NGO in coordination with Cambodia's Ministry of Social Affairs. The embassy continues to work closely with Cambodian authorities to expedite their return to India and advises Indian nationals to exercise caution with job offers in Cambodia and report any suspicious activities.
All right.
Yeah, this has been a story we've been covering a lot lately.
Cyber criminals.
Bad boys. What you gonna do? This is the thing,
in Cambodia, though.
Yeah, I guess so. These guys are being coerced into doing the scams, and there's a couple of things there. First of all, if I was a cyber criminal scammer and I was caught, I would tell them. They made me do it. You know what I mean? So there's that aspect of it as well. However, if they were truly coerced, I'm glad that they are set free.
Yeah.
But it also shows that this is it's an industry, man.
Yeah.
This black market is huge. And as long as the money's there, people are going to supply their labor to it.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next story takes us to a topic that started an entire war. An oil tanker that fled a collision site detained in Malaysia. Mm-hmm. You've invaded countries for this.
I guess so.
A super tanker, Series 1, which fled the scene of a collision with the Singapore flag tanker Hafnia Nile, was detained by Malaysian authorities near the Bertam floating oil terminal. The Sao Tome and Principe flagged Series 1 had turned off its tracking system after the accident and was found in Malaysian waters with 2 tugboats. The tanker was empty at the time but is known for carrying Iranian oil. The collision resulted in minor oil spill traces. Investigations are ongoing and the vessel will be towed to a safe location. All crew members are safe and Hafnia Nile's stability is being monitored.
Oh, what a wild
Mid-sea
story.
collisions.
Like,
A hit and run in the sea. Who knew?
I know, right? Like, how do you think you're gonna get away with it? You are an oil tanker. Like, you're gonna be found.
You
like, at
travel
some
far
point.
enough. You turn on your GPS. They'll never see us. Quick, everyone hide.
That's like a quick radar scan, isn't it? Like, that's like a nothing way to find out. I don't know. Dumb people in charge of it, I guess.
Quick, change the name of the boat on the side. It says.
We need a paint
It's like,
job.
yeah. What? We're not Series 1. We're Series 14.
2. Yeah, exactly.
14. 2.
yeah.
2 was discontinued like 10 years ago.
We don't know anything about those guys. Like,
Yeah.
I heard bad things though.
Oh, no.
So funny.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of justice will be brought
Yes.
against them.
Justice. I love that word.
Yeah.
All
isn't
right.
it? Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Those are some of the stories from across Thailand today. You can find more stories on the Tiger. Where else, Alex?
And also on ASEAN Now, everybody. Go and join the forums over there. Oh, by the way, our current viewers, please do like and subscribe, everybody. It helps the channel immensely if you do that. So
Yes.
please hit those buttons, smash them, smash the notification.
Yes,
so you can
please.
join us for our 9:30 Thai time
Yes.
news show every single day.
Yeah.
And yeah, that'll do it for us. Now we're going to take a look at the comments and see
Yeah.
what you all had to say about all of that.
Yeah.